Yep, there you go. I am parched. Come on now. Yeah, just my luck. But that is how you tell when you're in a dream, when you can't actually eat or drink anything. Or is that light switches? I don't know. Either way. Hello, everyone, and welcome back once again to Gary's Mod. And today, the map we're going to be exploring is places from film. This is one of those things that wasn't really suggested. It was actually just a random workshop find. And these are always the things that I'm most excited about because it's kind of what Gary's Mod is all about, you know? Every once in a while, you just stumble upon something that not many people are talking about, but seems to be right up your alley. Or in this case, some alley. Now, the creator says that they made this basically as a way of learning Hammer. So many great things come from that, it seems, but the locations themselves are inspired by images that they've shot on film. So I think that's really, really cool. Look at that, a dimly lit garage just in the middle of a black nothing. I wonder if there's anything in the back of these things. Knowing where this map came from, I think part of the fun is going to be simply looking for the angle that might have inspired it. And you know, with that in mind, it's actually really interesting to see how this is framed up. I mean, you can see right here, this is probably about the angle it was taken from, because it really emphasizes the red glow on the canopy, the way we almost had the hero shot of the car peeking out of the garage, and just the slight tinge coming from the glow of the vending machine over there. But then when you look around in other ways, it's like it just ceases to exist. You can imagine the moment that was caught in time, and the things no one will ever see off to the periphery. Now, the creator did say that they intend for this map to just be kind of drifted through, and that is exactly what I intend to do. We've got the hallway on the right, but something else over here on the left. Oh no. Ooh, ooh. Can we just... okay. Well, I guess we don't have a choice in going back now. These maps always find some way or another to trap me. But I guess that's the whole idea. It's sort of the experience of going back through old photographs, isn't it? Just these little disconnected moments in time. Maybe you've forgotten the context. Maybe your memory is jogged as you look. Well, there is space down there, but I would love to know what kind of spaces this creator is photographing and where I can find them. Look, there's these, like, impossibly deep wells just in the middle of all this construction. Ooh. Every once in a while, I think it's a good idea to lower your light and just let the natural lighting speak for itself. But this is all so winding and maze-like, it's kind of hard to keep track of where I have and haven't been. And maybe not a good sign if I'm already getting this lost, at least for me. Well, I can crawl through there, or I can take the long way around. I've talked about this before, but there's a strange effect that occurs when you constantly go back and forth between environments of daylight and nighttime, where it makes you feel like a lot more time has passed than it has. And oddly enough, in like the 2 minutes or so that I've been exploring this map, I already feel like almost hours have gone by. But now we're in the ankle-deep wet waterways beneath it all. This whole area actually seems fairly coherent so far, if a bit maze-like. Did I just see my flashlight flicker a little bit? Back into yet another maze, only with no natural light down here. Never mind, to show me where I should be going. And yet somehow it shows me nothing. Oh wait, no, I've completely looped back in on myself. Alright, well I guess that means I'm going this way then. That is so weird. It felt like I went down pretty far, and I don't recall ever coming further up. You know, it's one thing to turn me around in a maze. It's another thing entirely to make me lose track of my altitude. Somehow that always comes off as so much more disorienting. It really is like one of those dreams where you're in some bland, generic space. You know you're looking for something, but you don't quite know what, and you don't know what you'd do when you found it. All you know is that that's a problem for future you because you can't find it. And apparently things do get quite a bit deeper. Wow, this is so hard to navigate. And I keep expecting to get jump scared around some corner or another. But so far it just hasn't happened, so I'm good with that. I have to say, some of these turns don't even seem like they should be possible. In fact, you know what? I think I've caught on to this map's game. I think when I see that little flicker of my flashlight, that's me being teleported. Now I've had some real labyrinthian maps in my time, but I've yet to play one that actually is impossible to dissect in a way that makes sense. Best I can do is sit in this comfy little cubbyhole here. Almost makes me wish for rain so it would have something to protect me from. That's the bridge that I looked down from before. Maybe I can work my way back up? No, not quite. So close, yet so far. Let's try a different way then. Well, that kind of makes me not want to do it. See, this looks like a much cozier spot. Look, we've got a jukebox and everything. The creator assures that any music on this map is their own creation. Oh, I see. This wasn't a machine for music. It was a machine for uncomfortable yet fitting ambiance. Well, I guess we'll let it ride for now. Who knows how far it'll actually be heard from. Ooh. Well, I'm somewhere else entirely, and I can still hear it. Look. It took me a moment to even notice the light pole here. It almost looked like a glow ascending from the sky above. Descending, rather. But look, you've got the other ones on top of this huge concrete... whatever this is. Okay, well, now that we're back onto something that looks more familiar, at least sort of... We've got to find that angle again. Yeah, this is probably where a photo would have been taken from. I am just so endlessly fascinated by the idea that the particular angle that a photo is taken from is something that is preserved in time, while all else decays around it. Like a way of saying it's off limits to the Langoliers. I'm imagining we can probably go through that, but of course we've got to explore Oh, whatever this is. Darkness and white tiles, for some reason, never fails to set me on edge. And now we found the mall backrooms, I guess. You know, it's kind of weird, but I actually missed the music box. Oh, here, these must be the photos themselves. That is so cool. Hi, photographer. Ooh, maybe we can listen to something here as well. And at the same time, maybe get a preview for some of what's to come. Maybe I wasn't supposed to see all this yet, so I'm not going to spend too much time looking at it. But perhaps we'll come back here towards the end. All I know is that I am excited. There's something about the film look itself, I think, that really adds to that lonely vibe. And I don't think it's just the age. But whenever there's something like that, I always have to wonder if it's a chicken and egg situation. If we don't think of things as lonelier because we associate them with images of the past. I can see that there's something beyond this, but I can't see anything outside. Oh, wait. Hang on, are we above the courtyard we just left? Oh, it's so hard to tell. What say you, jukebox? Oh, hang on, I think I'm accidentally, by closing my hands, I think I'm accidentally pressing buttons. Yeah, well, this is nice. Gonna move on, though. I wonder if each one plays a different song, or if each one is a library of songs. Ooh. Well, now I'm overwhelmed again. I could have sworn I just heard footsteps off to my right. Ooh. Every room offers more doors for the exploration. But the problem is, every time I step through, I don't know when or if I'll be able to get back. But that seems like a one-way trip, so I'm gonna have a look at some of this other stuff first. No? No? Okay, Mom said I could come. Right after I have a look at down here. See, the thing is, for as much as I talk about how you're just meant to drift through these maps, it's just so against my nature. I need to take things methodically. I just heard a cough. Huh. It's like storage units on one side and an old school or government building on the left. This actually, sort of in its lighting and its architecture, reminds me of my hometown. It's certainly got that source thing going on, where it's got all the ambiance of a populated area. This one in particular, and not the others. But there's no one to be found, although the way the aliasing works, I could have sworn I saw some dark, shadowy figure move behind that light over there. A shopping cart? Is this the grocery store? Guess we'll never know. Okay, I'm used to ambient sounds, but the sound of footsteps rushing up behind me on the pavement was not something I anticipated. What's down here? And why does this look so familiar? Like this staircase in particular. Hang on, I'm having a really weird sense of deja vu. But it couldn't be. This map's only been out for a few days. And so far, the architecture all seems to be original. Like, it's not copying, like, popular liminal space images. We may have come downstairs, but it's like we're looking out the windows of a skyscraper on a snowy day. Except we're the only building in the city that hasn't completely dimmed its lights. Imagine watching an entire city go out below you. Narrow door at the end of a wide hallway. Show me what you got. I saw that. I saw the flicker. What happens if I see the flicker and try to go back? Another flicker. Will I return to the same place? I will, actually. So we've got that going for us. Maybe it's just loading? I don't know. Absolute chills. I can vaguely make out that it's a movie theater. But so many rows, a screen so far down, I can't even see the other edge of the room. This is like when you're in a dream and you're trying to perceive something right in front of you in the dark and you just can't. The shapes are there. You even, on some level, know what you're looking at. But it just never quite clicks. And the screen seemingly divided into segments as if it's not a screen at all, but a covered set of windows that once looked out. I don't think that's gonna cut it, Chief. Although, the front row is actually good seats for once. And the stairs are even clipped. I am starting to like this place already. Still, though, I always appreciate, after playing so many liminal space maps, a place that takes its own inspirations. Okay, so I'm here, and that's there, but there's a whole lot of dark in between me and it. Alright, let's, hands forward and... Okay, that's a real weird feeling, walking down an all-black hallway, out into an area that expands but is an all-black void. I just heard what sounded like a distant foghorn, because it sort of creates the impression that you were always in this wider space. I don't know, that was a really bizarre sensation. Is this the midnight train going anywhere? There's something over there. Looks like some abandoned structure, but... Oh, a flashlight aiming off into the dark. Almost like somebody took off running from there in the opposite direction, but didn't get very far. Alright, I'll be back for that in a moment. But first, we gotta see what's over here. Nothing, it's only the frame. Nothing else remains. Oh, this is very, very dark. This whole assembly right here is reminding me a lot of, what was the map? Was it maybe RP Rudmerge? Oh, it's not just a path through the forest. It's a bridge over an abyss. And I can't help but feel unnerved. The light still flickers behind me, yet all of a sudden, the sounds of crickets and birds fades away behind me. Just a large empty parking lot. We gotta go in there. Flickering orange lights, lots of blind corners created by the pillars. I'm just saying, this is the kind of environment that pepper spray was made for. What if we go into this door on the side? What if we refuse? Oh my god. Horror baby. Horror baby! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your tea party. You're looking mighty non-corporeal. Wait, can I get close enough to touch you? Come on, Gary's mod. You can, but your reality warping powers don't stop when I hold you. Okay, well, tell you what, you can come with me, but you gotta stay close and maybe use your ghost powers to get me out of a jam? Wait, no, horror baby, this isn't what I was talking about. Oh no. Oh, this is super cool, but also really unnerving. Oh no, you're taking me to a hotel. Well, at least we avoided the parking garage, but... Do you invite any of your paranormal friends? If you did, you'd tell me, right? Look at that. So obviously framed up against what is so obviously a backdrop. Everything's opened up considerably, but if anything, it just makes it feel smaller because it feels like a movie set. I've never really seen a map experiment with combining skies before. Oh, great. If it's not one creepy parking garage, it's another. Another creepy hidden hallway. But there's something over here as well. Oh no. This is where we were looking down from before. One of the jukeboxes is in that upper window. Okay, I was gonna say I know where we are. I don't really know where we are. But you get the idea. Come on. Come on. Is it because I'm holding horror baby? There we go. Come on, you. Oh, you're moving on your own again. Let's go. I won't get the flashlight bug as long as I'm holding you when I take it out. I'm missing so much, but that just means that the no-clip run is going to be so much more consequential. I mean, honestly, I cannot wait to see how all this connects together. I'm constantly torn between relying on the natural lighting for the scenic possibilities and making sure you can actually see this video in uncompressed vision. This place is completely run down. And there's something going on over there. Ah, hello, gnome. Yeah, I promised myself I was done with gnome kind after... What was that map called? Shambles. Which this occasionally reminds me of. What was that? Oh, great, another dark hallway off into nowhere. In fact, it looks a lot like the concrete hallways I was traversing before. Is there any reason why we'd want to run off into the bush? No, in fact, we can't. There's an invisible wall right here at the power lines. Anything down this way? No, no, no. Well, let's have a look at what this is then. Or baby, I don't know what this is gonna do, so you stand watch right here. Nope, nope. There you go. Nope. Yeah, from right there, no problem. Horror baby, you discovered a secret passage. Alright, let's do it right then. And by do it right, I of course mean descend even further into tunnels of despair. So many things I would have liked to see, so many things that I moved on from. But this map must be gigantic, so much bigger than I was expecting. And really, really cool for a first effort, I must say. This feels like a continuation of the earlier area. We could presumably break this down, but I'm not looking to do that at this moment. Path of least resistance, right, horror baby? Besides, shattering a window and jumping through with you in hand is certainly child endangerment. What is that over there? Oh, your teddy. Well, it's a good thing. Unfortunately, we don't have time for you two to catch up right now. I need an extra hand for the flashlight. Ooh, oh my god. What is that? Is that just furniture, or like... Okay, it is. I mean, so is that, and it's paranormal, but I was thinking there was somebody, like, peeking out from around the corner here. And yes, I am fully aware that I'm using a flashlight to look at a TV screen. That looks like a corpse up on a ledge somewhere. Some of this we've seen, but some of it we have not. There's the ruins in the woods. Okay, that caught me a bit off guard. Oh, the significance suddenly being conveyed to these places. But let's head upstairs and see where it takes us. These stairs will not be clipped because that's like impossible. Oop. Hang on, horror baby, just doing a little leap to restore my footsteps. It's strange, somehow the wind and the rumble just goes hand in hand with the darkness. That car's engine is still running. And yet it's too dark to see if there's a driver behind the wheel. Imagine this, not knowing if you're only feet away from someone, or feet away from a way out of here. And no way to verify if they're looking back at you or what their intentions are. Hearing some very strange noises from within here. I don't know why. It's like every little thing in this map is touching on very vague memories that I have, but couldn't possibly have happened. It's like that spotlight only exists to show the scale of the structure we're entering, but not show all of it, not show quite where the roof meets the sky. Ooh. But wait, I feel like we've seen this before. Particularly that angle. Why does that look so familiar? Man, I keep saying that. Yes, wait. Yes! No! We've come from this direction before! We've come from this direction before! How is that possible? That makes no sense to me. Okay, well, I guess we just keep trudging on and find a way. Over here was that brick door, right? Can't see anything if we jump in here. All right, whore baby, I don't know if we'll both be able to go through. Or maybe it actually is just a brick doorway, huh? Well, I hadn't considered that possibility, but on the bright side, this means that we can walk forward and potentially get back in that elevator? I think it was right after this. Yes, we're on the right track. There's that room again. Yeah, no, I had to take care of some chores, but Mom says I can come now. Ooh. It took all this time, all this way, but we finally found the hotel. No. Hearing a lot of creaking. A closet door in a hotel hallway. I knew we could open this. Should I open the other door? You look like you're standing watch for something. Locked. You know what? Fine by me. Or baby, you keeping watch over here? I'm actually gonna need you to rejoin me now. Oops. Wow, that is a lot of flashlight. These bugs are stacking. And the fact that I have engine post-processing on makes it way too hard to use the menus to dim it. Okay, that's a mirror. And it's a good thing I realized that, because, dude, look at that. The way I appear face first out of the shadows in that way. That is super spooky. It managed to be unnerving, even if it didn't jump scare me. Door was diagonal. I thought it was ajar. And there's another music box. Look. Would be a real cozy space were it not for the vast amounts of empty space. Look, the way the bright glow from the fire falls off towards the back of the room, leaving some seats in total darkness. Let's see what else is on the bop. Yep. Horror baby was just like mashing buttons. That's what happened. It wasn't my hand clasped. Guess it is a nice spot though, isn't it? I mean, when you put it like that. Oh, and look, we can see even more. Oh, and these are all places I don't believe we've seen before. Well, there's that place. And some we can hardly even see. I feel like these TVs are the key. The more we can recognize, the closer we are to the end of this stream. But I guess we should be moving onward now. You know, I do always say that whenever I see empty chairs, I feel like they're watching me, like they're occupied, or at least imagine what it would be like if they were occupied. That gets a lot creepier when you imagine how long they must have been here and wonder just what it is they were looking at. It's one of those things where the less there is in front of them, the worse it feels. Now that door certainly is ajar. Come on. Come on. Huh, I see we found the event room. Currently cleaned out, awaiting new guests. And doors which only open one way. Well, that's neat. And this brings us back out here. I'm just gonna take a step back because I don't know if we'll be able to come through again this way. That is so crazy. Those moments when you realize that all this new stuff, a million or so steps on your Fitbit later, you were actually really, really close to this at one time and had no idea. I'm just procrastinating going out there because, honestly, I'm a little bit spooked. I can already see that the jukebox is knocked over, darkness surrounding it. And you just don't want to open. Locked. Huh. Now would have been a real... Wait. Huh. Look at that. This door makes no sense. Alright, well, there was one other door that we didn't check, and that's the one at the opposite end of the conference room. There is still this door, which we have not checked. And it's locked. Okay. So now it's a question of where to next. Makes me feel real cool when I do stuff like that. Now, I actually do have a next destination in mind. And even though I know I'm the one that did it, it's no less unnerving coming through here and seeing doors already opened in front of me. Oh, well, here's one place we split that isn't what I was looking for. This stairwell going down in the snowy hallway. Pictures of the ruins. Warning, keep out. I guess that sign is enforced via lock. Well, I'm all out of ideas. Hello? Huh. It's like we're seeing different parts of this hotel, but scattered throughout reality. All doors eventually lead to it, but only different sections. And only after drastically different paths. If I don't get to be a scaredy cat, you don't get to be a scaredy cat. Look at this. All these mounds of dust and insulation. But it's nothing but an empty sky all around. Oh, no, we can. Man, you're really... For some reason, these doors in particular, you're just really not letting me interact so long as I have Horror Baby with me. Ooh. Wait, we've seen this. Yeah! We saw this in one of the pictures. Oh, that is so cool. And look, we've seen hints of this architecture in other places as well, such as the movie theater. Those slanted, boxy panels. Nothing over this way, though. It's like something keeps physically blocking me every few feet. Like it's just stopping me. That's more than a little weird. But we come out right back here where we started. Okay, well, tell you what, Horror Baby. I think we're good now. I think reality has started to break down. It started to place like invisible objects that I'm tripping over all around me. Maybe you can rest back here at home base now. I'll take care of the rest, and I'll let you know if I find anything important. Kind of feels like I've completed my mission, bringing you full circle all the way back here. And now if you can get some drinks to come out of there, I guess you've earned them. Seriously though, the next one that falls out of there is mine. You know what's sort of interesting to me, and I'm only now recalling, the creator did say on the workshop page that these rooms are meant to be experienced differently, depending on your path through the place. Which is super cool, because that's something that I talk about all the time. And to have a map that's meant to be experienced in such a way, yes, we were out here before. I think we were. Let's listen to what's on this jukebox. And the crickets almost seem like the perfect backing track to this, don't they? Almost feels very Silent Hill 2-esque. It's the perfect vibe for sitting in here. Maybe a place you're not necessarily supposed to be, but is meant to be a chill spot when on hours. And just looking out into the night, reflecting on the long day you've just had. It's like crawling into a diner after a long night on the road. It just feels so... I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like you're already asleep, but you're not quite there yet. But we gotta move on now. I don't imagine this is gonna open, right? Nope. There are still places I want to see, but no. No, I couldn't have been here already, because there's no way back from here. Then again, I know that entrances are opening and closing. Yes, no, because I've been here. Wait, what? Guess I'll go the only way I can go then. No. No. Maybe I only saw this on the TV. That is so weird. Like, I've been getting the weirdest sense of deja vu about everything in this place, but compounding all of that is the fact that it may literally just be something I saw on the TV within this map. And we're starting in the back of the deadly parking garage. Huge gulfs of invisible darkness in the center, with the lights on the other side serving not to illuminate, but to show me just how far I'd have to run. Well, we're here, so we're gonna explore it, starting with the outer edges. And by explore, I mean hit all the major points of interest while frantically running through. Keep thinking I hear things, little things. I don't like that sound at all. No. 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 I can't see anything. I can't even see my own flashlight. There's dust here! What just happened to me? No, seriously, what the heck just happened to me? And the way I entered here before is no longer present. Oh wait, yes it is. Only problem is I can't remember where the place I was heading to is. The place that I could have gone before but didn't. Yeah, quite conspicuously closed. But if I hang out around here for long enough, that other back pathway should open up again, right? Or not. I'm just trying to make things happen the way they did before, and it's not working. There they go. And there we go. Now run, 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 run. This is like a recurring dream. I just know I can get back to where I was. I just have to find it. I just have to retrace my steps. But the steps I'm retracing seem to be different every time. I never did go down here. I've learned to distrust the sun. Even when it feels like I've done everything, I never truly have. Alright, let's continue with the policy of opening doors before moving on. Well, that makes my job a bit easier. Just to check, can we 9 3/4 this? No, we cannot. Radio. So much of the music in this is more like ambiance, but I really do like it. I mean, it always seems just appropriate to the area it's in as well. I mean, with this, I can just imagine sitting on that comfy chair in the dark, knowing that someone coming across me is probably few and far between, and just kind of tapping my knee to a repetitive sound I only make in my head to amuse myself. This is where I was trying to get to. Or at least, I think it is. I saw those headlights in the distance, but it would have been, I guess, through a hallway that isn't here. But either way, this road led here. So, mission accomplished, I suppose? Just out of curiosity, can we go through here? No. But we can go through here. Assuming the darkness will let us. Eh. And we find ourselves walking along a cliffside trail in the dead of night. And now we don't. Okay. Well, just blindly move forth to the one place we can see, and it's here. Oh. Oh, I see. Yes, this is what I've been trying to get back to the entire time. But I think now we may have finally seen everything. But I'll only be able to really confirm that once we go in here and see if it truly does connect back to that network of tunnels that we explored right in the beginning. Well, we don't have a choice now. It does. It does, and we end this by simply retracing our steps in reverse. Oh, but right. Right. Yep. So here, boo. Ooh. Oh, wow, look at this. And so much of it is just this area. Everything else tends to be large and expansive. This maze is the only real maze. Well, unless you count this entire complex as one maze. I think there's something else we may have actually fully missed. Is there some place we can go to the right over here? I mean, there is, but only following through here? Let's keep hugging the left side then. Yes! Yes! A secret! Hug the left. Oh, but it wouldn't let us through. Yeah. So I guess this is only open sometimes. Look. That gigantic building in a wedge shape with the corner facing us. It's like the bow of some huge ship approaching you while you float on the ocean's surface. Hang on. We're gonna need the flashlight for this one. Oh, there's some kind of pit down below. I would never have come back and found this if it weren't for starting a no-clip run. Maybe we can hop the railing? Nope, we can only look down at the fountain below. I mean, we can always no-clip through here, right? It's like climbing over the polar bear fence at the zoo. Look at this. Ugh. I mean, so much of this just gives off the vibe of, like, business center or industrial park after dark. Which, I guess, makes it all a really fitting target for film photography, doesn't it? Given it that sort of 80s, 90s retro aesthetic. Oh, God, I hate calling that retro. You know, this map has had a lot of cool imagery, but this right here, I think I might find the most striking. It not only is a liminal space map that draws from its own pool of reference rather than the classic stuff that is starting to become kind of cliche at this point, but it also has a way of adding and removing entrances and exits behind you, making it feel like you can't really learn your way around. It kind of enforces the idea that you really are just meant to sleepwalk through it. Which is something that, like, I try to do on a lot of maps and end up struggling, but this one actually helps you along. And yeah, wow, the verticality of this is the most shocking thing. I mean, who would have thought that the end of the hotel hallway and, like, the conference areas are actually above the dark parking lot? Yeah, I think I completely screwed up the soundscapes by no-clipping around. Does this? Oh, it does open! Oh, okay, soundscapes briefly fixed and then revised. Looks like a Halo 2 map. It's a big alleyway with these, like, bare concrete structures. Huh. Oh, we saw this. This was on the screens, too. Oh, You don't want to open? How about you? No? Will no one give us shelter in this dire storm? Actually, I think this is the first rainy area we've encountered. Pool hall. Well, I wasn't looking to get wet again, but I suppose I will. That feels like endgame music. Like you're about to learn what it's all about. I'm gonna refrain from playing that one. Too much reflection. Man, there is so much more that I didn't see. I never would have found any of this if it weren't for NoClip. What you looking at, bud? That seems like a teleport, so I'm gonna leave you for now. Doesn't count if I can't see you. Yeah, I felt that teleport. I felt it. You can't act like I didn't. And I can't act like I didn't. But I can still hear the music. Oh no, you're doing me one of these. Now this entire place is dark. Oh, please tell me I'm gonna have a way out on the way back. Sort of. But only by way of another Halo 2 map. Oh wait, no, I've been here! What if we go down this way? It is so strange how I keep going back and forth down ways I've already traversed by going down ways that I haven't. That's really screwing me up right now. And I guess it's all in service of the point. Everything really is different depending on how you look at it. But that's kind of going hand in hand with the whole theme of this map, isn't it? That everything we're seeing, these are all photographs that he took. And so when you turn it around, when you have that different perspective, well, it's an entirely different photo, an entirely different mood, an entirely different emotional connection that you have to that photo. And yet it can all be done by simply pivoting in the place where you stand. I'm ready to see where you're going. Hi. Well, I guess that means something different will be happening now, correct? No, huh, color me shocked. It's almost like you're just there making sure he doesn't leave. Well, keep up the good work. Alright, so there is this one hallway, which I imagine there's a teleport somewhere in the concrete. I don't know. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to access this. Teleport right there, which makes this not go where I think it's going. Maybe if we try plopping down further in the hall, we can do something with it. Whoa. Okay, this is not like the other things. And I can hear some music from here, although I haven't started a jukebox recently. This actually looks similar to the light pillar in the concrete tunnels. But can we perhaps do something with it? No, we cannot. Alright, so then this place and how we arrive here shall remain a mystery, as well as the intention of it. But it's definitely cool, and certainly not the kind of thing I expected to see when I started at that garage in the beginning. So I imagine, yep, this will lead us to a teleport, which leads us back to here. So, what is the deal with all this down here? Oops. Yeah, I never figured out how to access some of these areas. The stuff that's apparently teleport only. Ooh. Neon bright red for the floor and pitch darkness for everything else. Really screws with not only your sense of direction, but your sense of space and size. Okay, so this was here. Oh! I get it. We only would have figured it out by walking through. Something you'd only find by pulling a short round and just standing against the wall in the wrong place. Okay, I think I'm ready to call it here. But this was super cool, and as far as like liminal dreamlike maps go, super refreshing. As for the specifics, I've already sung my praises. I mean, I thought this video was done 20-25 minutes ago, but a no-clip run revealed it had so many more secrets than I realized. And have a look at some of the imagery that inspired it. Streetlights reflecting off of wet pavement in an empty lot. Backloading areas of dead malls. I gotta say, I certainly see it. And how cool I think it is that Hammer has kind of become this accessible thing that allows people to express art via locations. Fully explorable 3D areas meant to convey a certain feeling, rather than just a space to do something in, to have certain mechanics take place in. I found when I was working on Macy State that adding details and stuff was actually kind of therapeutic. And so I wonder if the creator of this got some similar feeling out of this as well. They certainly are multi-talented, a photographer, a hammer creator, and as a music artist. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this map out for yourself, that link will also be in the description, even a closet to hide in. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Am I really going to end this video hiding in here? No.